for Life Fitness Portfolio, which is just an overlook at my fitness journey over the course of this 6-week class. Firstly is my view on fitness. So my fitness philosophy hasn't really changed over the course of these 6 weeks. I still think that fitness is about health and not just physical health. It's about, your mental and emotional health as well. So I don't think that it's necessarily how often or how hard you exercise, but the commitment that you make to your health and to becoming or to staying fit. I also think that while, looking a certain way or meeting certain exercise goals are great motivators, how fitness makes you feel, I think, is one of the most essential elements to my personal fitness philosophy. So really, it's just about how you feel and the commitment that you have to your health. So for my personal fitness over the course of this class, fitness has helped give my day structure, and it's helped me feel more motivated and productive because I work out in the evening, so I try to get as much work as I can before that. And I also, I shower and eat dinner after I work out, so it really helps me unwind and remain relaxed and just happy for the rest of the day. And I wake up feeling refreshed, so I really enjoy that. And it also just gives me time to myself. My go-to activities are HIIT exercise routines and running/jogging, but I like the two for very different reasons. I like HIIT because it's so intense and gives you that natural high afterwards. And, because of that intensity, it goes by really quickly, and I listen to upbeat music, and it's really distracting and just helps you feel very energized. But running doesn't necessarily go by very quickly, but it gives me time again on my own, but this time to more so reflect, not necessarily as a distraction. And I prefer to listen to a podcast or an audiobook while I run, so I'm also entertained and just feel good after I run. And I prefer those two forms of exercise over others because they're so simple and they don't really require any equipment or special skills. I can already just do both of them on my own, and I don't have to travel super far for either of them either. Next is a workout analysis. So this first one I chose was one that I did kind of working out outside, and I had a chance to actually use some equipment like a rowing machine and a stationary bike. So during it, again, I did a HIIT style workout, but it wasn't guided. I kind of did it on my own. So I just did a certain number of the exercises, like jumping jacks or lunges, and then I would kind of take a break. And in the middle of the workout, I used that rowing machine for 5 minutes and the stationary bike for another 5 minutes, and then went back to the HIIT exercises. And like in HIIT routines, my heart rate was high, but it fluctuated because, I was taking those moments of rest. And this helped my cardiovascular endurance because I ran during it, and because I did that rowing and I did that biking, which helps with cardiovascular health. And also it helped improve my body composition because I was in the fat burning zone throughout the rests of the workout and the warm up and cool down. Next is a cycling exercise that I did, which I did for the first time, and it was definitely difficult, but I used a path that I use for running, which was kind of hard because there were a lot of hills, but, my heart rate kind of mirrored the path. So whenever I had to go up a hill, my heart rate would go up, and when I would go down a hill, my heart rate would go down. And I found that my heart rate would go super high into the red and then super low actually into the blue sometimes. And again, this workout, because it's biking, helps my cardiovascular endurance, and it also helps to improve body composition because I was in fat burning zone a lot of the times. And it also actually helped my muscular endurance and strength because, I was using my leg muscles to go up those hills, and it was really hard, but I pushed my muscles to the limit. Next is this exercise where I used not only equipment for the first time, like kettlebells and a medicine ball, but I also used a non-beginner HIIT routine. So it was one of the hardest workouts I've had to do so far. I did squats and jumping jacks, and also a bunch of exercises that I don't know the name to, but that were like super difficult. And I did them for like 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So my heart rate was super high throughout this workout. It was in the red and yellow zones for most of the time. And it improved cardiovascular endurance because I had some running exercises mixed in there, but it also helped my muscular endurance and strength since I was using weights and had to, maintain those lifted. So for some assignment reflections, the first assignment I chose to kind of think about was the maintaining a healthy weight assignment, which, gave me a lot of knowledge that I, thought I already knew a lot about, but it turns out I didn't, especially about, eating carbs before workout and protein after, I didn't know that. And it was also super beneficial because losing weight is a goal of mine. And yeah, it was just really beneficial because it helped me learn that it's super important to maintain a healthy weight throughout life to avoid any health problems. And it was difficult because I had to kind of confront my own weight, and it brought up some emotions related to previous medications that I had to take that caused my weight gain, and just some difficult emotions related to my eating disorder and body image, but I just kind of had to get through that to complete the assignment. The next assignment I did that I wanted to reflect on was to create the fitness plan, which I think was the most beneficial because it was so personal, and it, I had to come up with my own goal, which I think was like the only real difficulty to it, was just having to like figure out what goal I wanted to achieve. But I really liked coming up with a workout schedule, and I liked that, I can use that workout schedule now and I can adjust it and change it and really take that like SMART method throughout my life now, which I think was really beneficial. So some last thoughts on the course. The importance of lifetime fitness. I think that it's super important to be fit throughout your life because it helps maintain your health and your activeness. So, I see my grandmothers a lot of the time and see how they have difficulty remaining active and the health issues that they have, and I realize that I want to avoid that and avoid those diseases that are preventable, like heart disease and osteoporosis. So I think that fitness throughout your life is super important just to be able to remain active even in old age and to avoid any illnesses, and just to help live a long life. So benefits of a heart rate monitor. Using a heart rate monitor is super beneficial when it comes to exercising because it helps you know whether you're in the fat burning zone or in the sugar burning zone. So depending on your goal, you can kind of adjust how hard you're working. And it also helps track your progress, so you can, continue to change your workout to compensate for the fact that you have to work a little harder to get your heart rate up as you kind of go on. And it also helps you analyze the excess post-exercise oxygen consumption effect, or the EPOC effect, to truly help maximize as many calories as you can burn. So some possible challenges that I might run into, so my motivation for staying active is just to remain healthy, to feel comfortable in my body, to prevent illness, and just improve my mood. But some difficulties I might run into are keeping motivated and my energy levels, because my mental illnesses sometimes get in the way of that. But, exercise actually helps combat those same challenges that I may run into. So as long as I remember that, I think I'll be okay. And as I progress in life, when I start working, sometimes I might not have time, but I think as long as I prioritize working out, I will make time for it. And as long as I remember that I don't need any fancy equipment or anything, I can just do exercises from the comfort of my own home, I will overcome those challenges. So just some concluding remarks. I definitely enjoyed this course a lot more than I thought I would. I actually started looking forward to exercising, and I was surprised by how much I liked it. And I was also surprised by the added bonus of the fact that exercising actually helped me with my sleep, which I sometimes struggled with. And I just really enjoyed seeing my fitness improve, and I enjoyed learning about the EPOC effect because I never knew about that before, but I'm glad that I can use it to maximize calorie burning in the future. And I'm happy to say that I truly will continue to work out even beyond this class. But yeah, that's everything.